Welcome back, welcome back. Um, I don't care anymore. So if your name comes up, if whatever, you shouldn't have fucking been that, and I wouldn't have fucking brought you up. If you can't handle truth, I don't care. Oh well, when I call you out and I actually use science or I use words that you may not understand or whatever, I understand I get real angry. I understand it's like, a little disrespectful and everything. But I also know I'm not a fucking genius and I'm some street dude that had to teach himself psychology. I'm some fucking street dude that didn't have a father, so no one to calm me down, and I'm a street dude. And when I actualize myself, I realize I'm telling someone the truth. So if they get mad, punch me in the fucking face or something, nigga. Be a man, cause I'm gonna be a man, and I'm gonna tell the truth. Why? Cause that's what men do. We don't give a fuck about hurting your feelings. We're trying to breed other men, and if your feelings get hurt off of words, you're really not that tough of a fucking man, are you? Because I talk to females all the time, and when I say you're not a grown up, they do excuses too. That the first thing they do is, wait up. I mean, what's your opinion of a grown up? That's the first sign you're a deluded fucking piece of shit. When you start asking stupid ass questions like, well, everybody, there's different ways to being a man. No, there's not, you pussy ass niggas. You niggas need to pull your fucking head out your ass. You need to stop thinking and being trained by women to say what fucking women say. That's what a woman's gonna say. There's another way to pick the rock up. There's another way to open that bottle. Yeah, but if you're a man, you just open it up. If you're a man, you just pick the fucking thing up. You don't have to go do it another way. But, I digress.
So, Dr. Johnson, I would. So, Dr. Johnson, I would to ask you, what's the difference between a beta male and an alpha male? For me, and I want to speak psychologically.
Oh, this is Dr. Umar Johnson. Fair use. Shout out, my G. He's a psychologist. So when he starts saying shit that I say to all you males in your fucking faces, and you just tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, let the professor tell you. I'm just Professor Charles Xavier. He's an actual professor.
Because a lot of times when we talk about beta and alpha, we tend to talk about the outward physical appearance and behavior. No.
Exactly. That's what usually most people stick to. The bullshit shell. The outside, because you're fucking shallow. Beta's gonna be a skinnier, weaker man or a fatter man. Why? Because alphas are in shape. That's why bitches suck their dicks. Do you understand that? That's what's pretty to them. Duh. Why the fuck do men go and work out and get a buff? Because they know their balls are going to get licked the next day just because of that. They don't have to have game. The chicks are fucking attracted to it. Just like men. What's it, a fucking good looking woman? It's not a 300 pounder. And you know it.
I want to go to the psychology. So when I look at an alpha male, I'm looking at someone who takes total responsibility for his behaviors and the results.
Oh, so a real alpha takes responsibilities for all things that happen to him. AKA, he looks in the fucking mirror, he looks at himself, and he spits at himself, and he says, well, yeah, you didn't make it yet, and all these people did do you dirty, but your punk ass sat there for years and years and years and years and years and did nothing. But you're a fucking alpha leader. If you told people to follow your fucking plans in life, it would be wait, 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 and wait, and think and wait, and think and wait, and think and wait. What the fuck, nigga? We wouldn't even have buildings yet.
Of that behavior. So if I end up in a dysfunctional into a relationship with a woman, and a child is produced from that, and that woman uses that child as a weapon against me.
Oh, is that why women usually kick niggas out of their fucking houses after a while when you finally have that baby and she realizes, oh, this nigga's a beta. He's not a real man. He's gonna teach my son to sit around the house and play video games and think and do nothing and do nothing. You think bitches don't look at y'all niggas like that? Y'all really think cause y'all be dicking them down and oh, I live with her. Ah, dog, your fucking days are numbered. You're either gonna leave because you're not gonna understand why she keeps treating you like a bitch, and you're not gonna understand why people keep pushing you around, and you're gonna start saying things like they keep taking my kindness for weakness. Well, fucking do something about it.
I'm going to blame myself more than I'm going to blame her. What she's doing is wrong, but at the same time, I empowered her to do that by planting my seed in her. Yes. And so an alpha male is not about lashing out at the woman for the mistakes that she makes. He looks in the mirror and says, what could I have done to make this situation better?
Now, if you're not a dumbass, you'll understand alphas are good people and bad people. Betas are good people and bad people. Bad alphas run around throwing dick at motherfuckers and take no accountability for destroying woman after woman after woman after woman. And they don't realize that one day the Lord's gonna send a nice little harlot against you, and she's gonna trap you down, and she's gonna give you what you did to all of those women. You thought it was cool in high school slam dancing chicks, didn't you? You thought you got away with it, huh? You thought you got away with it? You thought you got away with it. You and your buddies was laughing in the fucking locker rooms and shit. Yeah, well, they went home and fucking cried. Some of them got pregnant by you, never told you, and aborted your kid, you dumb fucks.
Or what could I have done to avoid this situation?
Put
so
your
the
dick up.
alpha male does not operate out of emotion. He has his feelings validated, but he operates out of his heart.
You know the quickest way to know if a nigga's a beta male? Start talking to him about life. And then ask him about life. And you know what he's going to say? I feel like. I feel this. I feel like I'm this. I feel like life should be like this. I feel you can know God without having any knowledge of any books. There's no way a man could have fucking found God and wrote books about it. You people are stupid. You know how dumb of a logic that is? When a man sits before you and asks you, what's your foundation that you stand on of knowledge? Where the fuck, what do you run to when you don't know? Who do you run to, or what do you run to when you need these answers? And you can't just fucking say anything, because nigga, that everything's in the world. So that means you're just believe anything until you think you got the right answer. That's a dumb way to think. That's really dumb. So, when you grow up, men choose a foundation, or your daddy gives you one. That's called religion. Or your father's laws of his house, and your father teaches you a whole bunch of things about life, or he doesn't, and you don't have a foundation. That's why I found the Bible. That's why the Lord made my life so hard, so I would understand what it really fucking takes to be a man. You pussy ass niggas really believe I got a good job, but I'm making mad money. I'm a man. Really? Well, why the fuck? What this famous saying I heard one time. I always think about this when I hear people talking with me and we're talking smart shit and they're talking all of this stuff. I always think I don't say it because I know it's gonna hurt your fucking feelings. They talk about all this stuff. I know this and I know this, and a famous motivational speaker said one day to me while I'm listening, and it changed my life forever. Made me realize I better start learning. He said, if you say I know, like when someone's talking to you, you're like, I know. Yeah, nah, I know about that. I know this, and I know. And then you look at them and you say, you know so much, but your ass do so little. How come?
Higher consciousness and out of a platform of wisdom. He taps into his divine self and is able to detach from his pain and look objectively at the situation that he put himself into. Mm-hmm. The beta male, in contrast, he doesn't want to take responsibility. The beta male wants to destroy the black woman who he brought into his life. The beta male wants to destroy the black woman who he impregnated 2 and 3 times over. The beta.
You know how you destroy a woman? One, you never teach her things about being a woman. You just really let that woman come in your life, walk around with pants and shit on, and talk like a nigga to you, and sit like a nigga. She don't even fucking sit like a woman. She doesn't even walk. If you're a fucking girl still walking around, she don't even know how to move her hips and walk like a woman. Dog, you're fucking a miniature man. And you niggas think that shit is cool. It's alright. And then you wonder why you're losing attraction to your woman. And you walk outside, you're looking at all the women that, actually walk like a woman, dress like a woman, and you're wondering why you're looking at them. Your girl's mad at you because you're looking at them. Now, you're getting in fights. Why are you looking at bitches? Because you won't tell her to dress like a fucking woman or act and talk like softly to you like a woman. Duh. And next thing you know, you're just living with a bitch that's your roommate.
The male does not want to look in the mirror and say, because I need to work on my discipline and my self-responsibility, I have no time to attack the woman involved because this would have never happened had it not been for me. Instead, the beta operates out of a low vibration of pain and hate. And all he has to...
Oh, really? When you're a beta, you're stuck in your mind. Duh. I wonder why you know so much and your ass did so little. Because you got stuck in your mind. Beta and alpha is a fucking mind state. Oh, is that why scientists say there are beta waves and alpha waves that go through your fucking head when you're thinking and you're doing things? Oh, I'm just a dumb black guy. No, I don't study things and get smarter. There's no way you can study things and get smart. They only made up a thing called school for that. They only made that up. We only went to high school so we can learn how to learn, and then when we get in the world, we can go teach ourselves other things that are not in school. That's not the fucking reason for school, you dummies.
Yo, what the hell were you doing? Years ago, I interviewed Kwesi Mfume, then the president of the NAACP. As between the presence of white racism and the absence of black fathers, I asked him, which poses the bigger threat to the black community? Without missing a beat, he said, the absence of black fathers.
Why? Because a father's the beginning. Keep thinking in your head because the world told you, nah, it doesn't matter if you don't have a father. Look at the world. Look at everybody. Look at your friends. Start asking your friends questions. Ask them, you had a father in your life? When you find out majority of people around you don't have a father, and the ones that do have fathers, you ask them, did your father teach you this? Did your father teach you that? Did your father? Who's your favorite person in the world? If it's not their father for all those answers, then they didn't have a father. They had a dad. They had somebody that just fucking kept them alive. Fathers teach their sons everything they know. Now I'm going to prove to you that beta is a mind state and that every man starts at a beta because you don't know shit as a baby. Duh. So how the fuck are you an alpha as soon as you come out the womb? You're not. You got to be taught how to be an alpha. And most of you think you're alphas because you can get a little bit of pussy. You can go to work. You can think of things. You can da-da-da-da. Listen, dog, that's regular shit. When you tell me you started a business but it failed, what the fuck does that mean to me? You can't talk like you fucking did something successfully when you didn't. You can't say, oh, I can talk really good about how to have great relationships because I've been with somebody for this amount of years, but your whole time your relationship sucked. And you talk to all your friends about it, and all your friends and people say, you should leave, you should leave, you should leave. Not because you are beating each other up. No, you just don't get along. You don't, or you're not happy. You're fucking not happy. But you should give advice? What? On how to fucking sit there and take it? And say, oh, real men love their women and they'll just stay with you for a long time, waste half your fucking life. Do you understand how long 20 years are? Do you understand, add another 20, you're 40. When you're black, the average fucking rate of living is 60. So, you're almost dead, homie.
I know that nowadays beta males don't get much attention because it's just not really a thing
Y'all
that
niggas
people
playing
talk
with
about.
life. Like y'all
Everybody
gonna be
talks
here
about how to
forever.
be an alpha male or what characteristics make up
Y'all
an
niggas
alpha
is
male.
gonna die.
But sometimes you just need to take a step back and try to understand yourself first and see if there are any characteristics or traits that make you a
If you fit more than 3 traits on this thing, you're a fucking beta, bro. Period. And don't get mad. Don't tell nobody about it. Write this shit down. I don't give a fuck if you don't write it down. Think about yourself, and if you do 3 to 4 things on here, you're a fucking beta, dog. And you can change. And if you don't, oh well. When I call you beta your face and you get mad, oh well. Oh well.
beta male. Then from there on, you can choose to correct that or not. It's not always a bad thing to be a beta male.
Oh, really?
Some people are fine with it. Sometimes it's just good to know and learn a thing or two, and to get a better understanding of yourself.
Really?
This video is not to offend any people but instead hope people can watch it, and reflect on what their current life is like,
Niggas
and
always-
perhaps
I
find
know
a few
myself.
things to improve it.
I know who I
With
am.
that being said, here are 10 beta
Yeah.
male traits.
Yeah, sure.
1.
You know who
Reliance
you
on
are.
others to make decisions. Beta males tend to rely on their family and friends to make decisions for them. They never seem to be able to take a firm stand on anything by themselves. Instead of being what they want to be, they aspire to be the vision of what others want them to be.
Yep.
Other people will choose for them, such as which schools to apply to, what courses to take, where to live, what jobs to get, or which company to work for. In some extreme cases, beta males will let their parents tell them who they should date. On the other hand, if they are in love with someone and feels like they are the one, but their family and friends disapprove, the relationship probably might just end because they let others decide for them. 2.
Yeah, and you'll stay with that one girl that your parents or friends keep telling you to be with, even though you know you're not happy. You tell your family you're not happy with her, but they convince your stupid ass to stay with her anyway. Nah, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. You just know you're not happy, but it's gonna work out. And you waste years of your fucking life doing that.
Overly nice. One of the most common beta male traits is being too nice to people. While being nice is not necessarily a bad thing,
If you ever said in your life, they take my kindness for weakness, you're fucking beta.
being too nice can come at the expense of one's own comfort and convenience. There is a fine line between being nice and being too nice.
A pussy.
Acts of chivalry such as holding the door for the ladies and helping an elderly cross the street should not be classified as being too nice.
Nope.
However, when your neighbor wakes you up at 2 in the morning to help them fix a light bulb and you oblige, that crosses the line. Also,
You ever have a friend that always, or a couple friends that always ask you to do shit when they know you don't like doing things at a certain time or a certain thing, and they keep asking you anyway, and you keep doing it, and you're wondering like, yo, why don't motherfuckers do? They always be calling me for this and late night and did it because you're a bitch ass nigga. They tested you, and when they tested you the first couple times and you did it, and then you thought you were alpha, and you said it subliminally in front of them, and you didn't say it directly to them, and they did it anyway. They knew you were talking about them, and they called you up anyway and did it again because you're a bitch ass nigga, and they know you're gonna do it. That's it, straight like that. It ain't even gotta be a bad thing. It could be, I need to talk to you at 4 in the morning or blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. You didn't want to do it, and you did it, and you keep doing it, and you get mad because motherfuckers keep pushing you over, and you're like, I'm a strong man. You're a fucking pushover, bro.
Accepting extra
I'm
tasks
nice.
from your colleagues on a Friday
My mama
evening
taught me to
because
be
they want to leave
nice.
early at your expense is
Fucking
also
pushover.
being overly nice. Beta males feel that they should be very nice so that they can be viewed positively by others.
Yes.
Never mind that those to whom they are being nice would probably not reciprocate back. 3. Physically weak. Physical weakness is another one on the list of classic beta male traits. Most women are attracted to a guy's masculinity. The first item on the masculinity list is physical strength. While this does not mean that one should aspire to have the body of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1970s, it helps to hit the gym regularly.
Yeah.
Beta males find it hard to do physically demanding tasks.
If you're sitting around your house, right, and you're starting to get the beer belly and you're falling off, trust me, your bitch looks at you as a sloppy ass nigga, and she sees other niggas every day and daydreams about licking their fucking strong muscles, nigga. Keep thinking your bitch ain't walking around looking at other niggas flexing like, oh man, I wish my man was looking like that, but he doesn't, and he doesn't look sexy, so I'm human, and when I see sexy people, I'm gonna daydream, cause I can't even get a nigga to go to the fucking gym and lose the weight. Fuck getting a sexy six-pack, you can't even get your fucking lazy ass up and get the beer belly off.
Tasks like changing the water jug at the water dispenser.
It's fucking
They do
pathetic.
not make any efforts to increase their physical strength. 4. They avoid confrontation and conflicts. As stated earlier, beta males are obsessed with being liked and will go out of their way to make other people like them, even if it
really?
comes at the expense of their own comfort.
Really?
Likewise, beta males do not like engaging in conflict or taking part in confrontational situations. This is regardless.
Sounds like all the niggas that I know when it comes to telling the truth. They always seem, I'd rather not just argue with them. Or when I start ripping their ass up with this Bible, I don't want to talk about this no more because you know I'm ripping your ass up and you don't want to deal with the confrontation because it's going to make you face the mirror yourself and you're going to have to decide and you don't want to because that's what betas do. Alphas take the fucking truth and change themselves with it. They don't say, whoa, I don't know. I think this might. No, I don't want to hear that shit, nigga.
Of whether the issue that brings about the confrontation is one that affects them directly or not. For instance, when a beta male is in a relationship and suspects that their partner is cheating on them, they would rather keep quiet and tell themselves that they are being paranoid.
I don't wanna know if you're playing me. Please don't let me know. You niggas is fucking faggot ass niggas, dog. You too scared to ask your bitch if she cheating, and you got your spidey senses going, not realizing, she sucked dick last night, dog. You just kissed her, stupid. You better ask. You better fucking stop. You niggas is goofies. You niggas is goofies.
Rather than confronting their partner about it. 5. Introverts. While not all introverts are beta males, being an introvert is one of the most common beta male traits.
Oh, so when you're a beta, you spend a lot of time by yourself thinking? Oh, I wonder why. Because beta waves? I wonder how you get into the best way of thinking. Being alone and being by yourself. Oh, is that how all the geniuses figured out all their inventions? You fucking dummies. You just didn't pay attention to that little part, did you? But you just paid attention that they went to school. You paid attention that they invented something really important, but you never paid attention to all the greatest inventors all invented something, and they all said, yeah, you gotta be alone for a really long time, and you gotta try over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and you're gonna lose and you're gonna lose. That's a beta action with alpha in it. You're not doing anything, but you're doing things. You're planning, you're making your art, you're building your this, you're thinking of the that, you're working out, you're blah 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 blah. But you're still a fucking beta. You're in a state of being. You're not moving, you're not executing plans, you're thinking of them. Or you niggas is playing video games and watching bullshit.
Beta males prefer to keep to themselves. They prefer to be led than taking leadership. They have a very small social circle and do not participate in outdoor activities or
A lot of you dudes be having your little small circles and like, yeah, I'm the leader. You're the leader of a bunch of fucking little ass niggas. Little ass boys. And you think you're a fucking leader? You led little ass boys. Nigga, I was leading men. I led boys in high school. I led fucking teenage young men out of high school. Left everything I knew and fucking started cruise other places and led strangers. And you niggas sat in your fucking houses and you couldn't even lead your fucking girls to the fucking how to be more of a woman to you. You didn't lead your boys to growing up and doing this and da 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 da. But you're a leader. But you don't lead your people anywhere. You just give them advice and stuff. You don't demand the people that come around you all the time. You better do better, bro. You look up to me, right? You say I taught you this and I taught you that, and you always come around me because I'm your whatever, your cousin or whatever, your brother, your friend for 20 years. If you have a position where people are always around you and you're not demanding them get better, nah, fuck that talking to them shit. If you let your boys sit around and you don't rip their asses to shreds to get up because you see potential in them, you're not really their fucking friend, bro. You're not a good leader, bro. You're horrible.
Activities that require team participation. Beta males spend a lot of time indoors doing activities alone. They will normally list playing video games and surfing the internet as their pastimes.
Oh, really?
They will more often than not be active members of an online community where they spend most of their free time. 6. Passive-aggressive. While beta males tend to be very nice and often avoid confrontation, this does not necessarily mean that they do not show their discontent at all. When frustrated or angered, beta males take a passive-aggressive approach to relay their feelings.
Who's more passive-aggressive, men or females? Who, when gets in arguments, I don't want to hear this. I'm gonna take myself from you now. I'm gonna remove myself, and I'm gonna be mad. That's